Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Dr. Tony Chopper, and this is the review for the SD BB Senshi Sazabi, or Sazabi, or whatever you want to call it. Now, we're going to go over in this part pretty much everything there is to him. We'll go over the box art, we'll go over the kit, the accessories, how it all works all together, and we'll also even talk about things like the color, the runner, and what other little things I found out. Now, this is in preparation for the Master Grade Verka that's supposed to be coming out, well, now. It's supposed to be at my doorstep very, very soon, so stay tuned for that, as I will throw up that review as quick as I can. Without further ado, let's get started! This kit was released in May 2013, and retails for a very measly 1,000 Japanese yen, or $10. Alright, quick little box tour. Now, on the front we have a lot of the model numbers, specifications, everything down here. Tells you what armaments it has. Even jokingly states the height being 25.6 meters and the weight being 32.5 tons. This is, of course, for the actual bigger scaled kit, but this is an SD, so everything's swayed off or whatever. This kit is from the Char's Counterattack, when this is the main suit that Char uses when he fights Armuro in the Nu Gundam. Yeah, quick little shot here. We have him going 3 times faster with these little after image things over here, the blur parts, and we have the planet in the background there, so that looks cool. On the side, we do see him fully painted up. Of course, this is not what you're going to get out of the box. He does have lining over everywhere. Does show you that mono eye gimmick we have there. Some detailed up parts with the thrusters on the side and everything. Showing you that the back here can move, and also that beam Tomahawk or whatever can actually stay in there. Shot from the original movie right there and here, looking good. One of the action poses, and showing you that it actually has 3 bits and an effect part that you can put up there. On this side, it tells you it's from the model number. It's number 382 in the BB Senshi lineup, and yeah, nice little other stuff. And on this side, we get to see that we do get some markings, but these are all actually just stickers. A little bit disappointing, but what can you do? It's an SD, right? Down here, I'm not overly sure if this is the Nu Gundam, the one that's supposed to be coming out soon, or this is probably the old one. I'm assuming it's the old one. We have the Nu Gundam dunking the escape pod, and we also have different markings for Tokyo G-Dome or whatever. Alright, time for a very, very quick look at the manual. This up here is telling it it's the BB Senshi number 382 from Char's Counterattack, piloted by Char, of course. Very nice MSN04 up here, and the name, white fading to black, looks really, really good. And also you get some mechanical detail things for the, the real kit, the big kit. When you open it up a little bit, you do get the back part first, at least that's what I'm showing. Nice blue part, or not blue, nice colored up portion here, just telling you how to pretty much put everything in, what you wanna do, not too much, of course. Down here, it is telling you that you can put in the other sticker if you do want to, and it can actually be mounted to an action base. I would show you, but he looks cute on the ground, so. Also, right here, it is from the CG short. On the inside, one thing I did want to mention was how this actually all works together. Down here, it does mention that these parts are incredibly close together. Throughout the entire kit, the gate marks aren't really that noticeable, because this is actually meant to be using your fingers to snap it out. It's one of the first kits I've actually had this. It's been a while since I had a kit that actually required something like this. Just using your fingers to snap it out was almost easier than using your nippers to go in. So this is actually very easy to do with just your hands and snapping it out. So that's one cool thing they did, because the marks right here are incredibly close to the kit. There's not too much excess there, not too much cleanup actually. Head construction is very, very simple. First thing you do, moving on to the chest, then the backpack, and the funnel placement. you get duplicate instructions for the arms. Be sure you don't mess these up because these the elbow joints do go in a specific order, and also same with the feet. Now, like I said before, you can actually go and omit the sticker. It's actually kind of pointless, but the feet part down here, they are actually they're different. One is curved in, one's curved out, or whatever. So make sure you put it right. And up here, we do get to see the construction of the skirt armor. Really wish that this stuck through, and some of the mechanical detail is actually done up. And it's also telling you down here you can exchange the weapons and whatnot. On the back, we get more action stuff, more posing, I guess. These are all things you could do. It's not too much you can actually do with it, though. And Char's Counterattack photograph. Like I said before, I'm not overly sure if this is actually the new version of the Nu Gundam, which is coming out soon, if this is just like a sneak peek, or if this is the old version. We also get a comic section here that I can't actually read. So yeah, if you guys do know how to read Japanese, this is actually kind of cool, I'm assuming, because he's even scaring the High Nu Gundam over here. And the Sazabi looks like a beast. In terms of what you get inside the box, you get an A, B, C, and a D plate. D being your yellowish-orange with the effect parts and a little bit of the tubing and detail up parts. You actually get two different colors for the A and B. The A is a little bit darker, has a lot of the parts there. The B mainly has parts for like the shoulders and parts of the feet and whatnot. So yeah, they are different. Believe me, they are different. And over here for this part C, it's basically that dark gunmetal type color, very dark grayish color. Has all the other parts inside there, which is not bad. And of course, you get polycaps. You don't get any spare polycaps, so don't lose anything, otherwise you won't be able to finish your SD Sazabi. But when it's all put together, this is what you get. A very good looking and sizable SD Sazabi. The head looks pretty decent, and there is quite a few parts where this is actually articulated. Now, I put the stickers on one side of the body and left the other side without it, so you guys can see the contrast of do you really need it or not. So hopefully that helps out. First off, we're going to go over the articulation real quick, though. Now we're going to quickly go over the articulation of this small little SD. Now he has a massive head with a giant backing right here for the helmet, but don't be don't worry about that. You can actually go a full 360 around there. But as you notice, when you have the head back here, the funnels do get covered up, at least two of them. In terms of movement, back here we do have these things are on ball joints, so whatever the ball joint will allow it, it can move. It can go all the way to the side like that, and it can also go up and down a little bit. In terms of the chest, you're not really going to get too much. It is stuck on a ball joint here, so you do get some movement down below right here and around. You can go a full 360 right here, which is actually quite solid. In terms of arms, they are on these strange like polycap things. They're pegged into this part of the chest and they stick out, so you can actually bring the arm forward quite a bit like that and bring it across. In terms of movement at the elbow, you get a little less than a 90-degree bend, and these are also plugged in with polycaps, or not polycaps, on ball joints, so they move around quite well. And all you have to do to put a weapon in is just plug it into a hole like that. Over here, these are also on a ball joint. Seems like they love ball joints for small kits like this. Pretty easy to come off though, so be careful, but putting it back on is really, really easy as well. In terms of articulation down here, you don't actually get articulation in the side skirts at all, because the side skirt and the back skirt is just one massive piece. The front skirt is one part as well, all connected. But what I did is I snapped it right down the middle, and now it can move like this. So it's a really simple modification. You can try it as well. The legs are all one piece as well, except for the foot. And yeah, this moves off to the side ever so slightly. It's also on a ball joint. Can kick forward that much and can go back until it hits back here. In terms of ankle movement, it moves back and forth like this, and front and back just a little bit. Now be sure when you're building these things, the feet and the bottom here, that they are different. They are angled at a different area, so one is supposed to go there, and the other one's supposed to go on the other side. And in the back here with the propellant tanks, they are also on ball joints, and they can move ever so much. Putting on some other accessories is very simple. All you have to do is take, we're going to say the rifle right here, and plug it in. He holds it up very well. It's very lightweight. The rifle is 2 pieces solid slapped together, so there is going to be a massive seam line down that if you do want to cover that up. And yeah, that holds it in very well. For things like the shield, it's simple to put in as well. There is a hole right here, and you have the shield. And what are you going to do? You're just going to slap it in like so. Now to turn it off to the front, it's got to be a little bit difficult, so this is probably the best position to put it anyways, because this part right here in the shoulder is going to get in the way, so that's too bad. And you can also put this shield on this side as well, because there's an extra hole over here. Another weapon you do get, or another accessory you do get, is this beam Tomahawk. Of course, this is the handle. They give you stickers to put on the side right here. I didn't put them on because it is a pain in the butt, especially when they do wrap around other things. And really easy to put on the effect part, this orange-yellow part. Now, there is 2 sides to it. Now, one is a little like indented here, so make sure you get the round side on this side, and after that, just plug it in, and then it looks a little like that. And in the hand, it looks like this. It's a little bit difficult to put in the hand because these parts do move all around. But once you get it in there, it's not really going to move out. You can't really hold it up like this way too much. It's more or less going to be like a front-facing type deal. It does look pretty decent on him, and it is quite oversized, in my opinion. Now, to put on the effect part for the gimmick right here for the funnels, all you have to do, I'm going to suggest you actually take it off, because it might be a little hard to put it on there and rip it off that way. So take it off, remove these, like so, and then after that, put this cover back on, and then slap the effect part in any of these holes of your choice. Put it in the back like that. Then after that, put on the open funnel parts. In terms of the funnel bits that are actually separated, or they're opened up like this, you get 3 of them. Unfortunately, you don't actually get a full 6 to make a full set, but you do get 3 of them that are opened up like this, which is not bad. And they slot in very easily to this thing right here. Just plop it in, and bam, you have it all on this with that attached. And all you have to do after that is plug this back into the backpack. And he looks a little something like this after you plug it back in. A little bit strange that they would give us this color anyways, this orangey color. If my memory does serve me correct, it was supposed to be blue, I think, if not this whitish color. So a little bit strange there, but I hooray that they even put it in there. Usually they kind of omit things like this, so it's actually pretty good to have extras like that. Alright, now I'm going to talk a little bit more in depth about him. Now there is a couple problem areas with the kit, and when I mean problem areas, we're talking about seam lines and whatnot. Now we do get a nasty seam line that goes along the back of the helmet all the way to the front of this command antenna-ish part, which is very bad in my opinion. Another noticeable one is one right here in the leg. Since the leg is just 2 halves slapped together, you're going to get this nasty one here. It's good that they have some other color separation though. The parts right here for the gray, they actually stick through, which is not bad. And also they actually give you parts for the yellows here, which is actually quite astounding. In terms of other details, it is quite detailed packed. This is actually modeled after the CG version in the Tokyo Dome or whatever. So it's going to be the same version that we're going to see in the Verca Master Grade. So this is like a shrunk down Master Grade in terms of some of the details and design. There's a lot of little intricate panel lines that you can actually go in and do. So that is actually quite awesome. Also, there's a lot of detail on things like the back of the feet and also on the underside right here. Now, one thing that concerned me a little bit and kind of confused me is they're giving us essentially an inner frame portion for an SD kit. Now, the front right here, this part is completely in red. If you're already making a part completely in gray here, wouldn't it have been nice to actually just include that as well? Just a little less stuff for the kids to actually go and paint up, or even us more experienced modelers. It is kind of a pain in the butt to paint that because it is quite intricate. We have good details here with some of the thrusters. You get thrusters underneath here as well, on both of the shoulder parts. Some of the parts for the skirt armor, and also the ones underneath the foot. These are all in gray though, so that's actually really nice. So yeah, they actually did a very good job of making it very, very detail oriented. This is actually really nice in that aspect. But of course, with all SD kits, we do get a whole bunch of stickers. Now I'm going to go over the areas that do have stickers that I put on. We have the shiny foil green that's up here in the camera. Also the mono eye lens right here, it's also a foil sticker. The only way to really move the mono eye gimmick around is if you take something sharp or anything that can get into that area and just move it around. So it's up to you if you do want to move the eye around. Also, we do get stickers for the inside of these parts. Yeah, they are just a little gray square you put in. I chose to do it, not do it over here, so you guys can see the difference in contrast. Down here we have his insignia. The color for the backing is kind of good, I guess. It kind of blends in, but you do see that it is a foil sticker eventually. You do get another one that you can use in the foil sheet right here. You can stick that on as well if you choose to. Down below near the crotch you get a yellow and gray sticker. Now this actually just goes over it. This is actually indented here and it's actual plastic piece, so it's a little bit strange putting this on, so I only chose to do one, so you can see the contrast there as well. And one of the last stickers you do put on is right here, and this overlaps a little bit, but it's not too bad. It's this nice white strip on the propellant tanks, so this is actually not bad. It's actually kind of cool. I told you before I didn't put on the sticker here. I'm assuming it would look good though if you do want to. It's not that big of a deal if you don't. Alright, here's a quick size comparison beside another SD. Now, he is quite substantially bigger. Also, the size of his shoulders are almost the same size here. So you do get a sense of how it went about. Now, they both have actual legs as well, so height-wise they're almost in the same standing, but this part does make it so much extra larger. In terms of arms though, this guy over here does have bigger arms and more articulation, because we do get a actual 2 polycaps there to bend it together, so you get almost a 90 there, whereas this guy doesn't get too much. Accessories he gets more though, and in general he looks a lot more filled out and bulky, a lot less posability, but he's cheaper. So, with that being said, I'm going to give you my final score for the SD BB Senshi Sazabi, or Sazabi. I'm going to give him a score of 8 out of 10 for the SD scale that we're running with, and that's because he did do a whole bunch of good. There are some areas that do need a little bit tweaking, but in order for him to be an even better SD kit, he would have to do something similar to this guy, and he got a lot right. A lot of different color separation, a whole bunch of colors, and he was only $6 or 600 Japanese yen. So that's why he only gets an 8 and he got an 8.5. Alright everyone, that concludes the review for the SD BB Senshi Sazabi. Hope you guys liked it, and be sure to like the video, comment on the video, and tell me what you think about the SD review format. Should I do 2-part video, 3-part video, or just stick to the one? Hopefully that's good. Please tell me what you think down below. And yeah, I will see you guys next time for the review for his older brother, the Master Grade version. Alright guys, my name's Dr. Tony Chapter, and I'll see you guys then. Peace out.